Sometimes we spend hours watching a movie, unsure if it's good until it's over. We're here to save your time by summarizing films in just a few minutes. Welcome to the Movie Story Short channel, where we provide quick movie summaries. Let's jump right into today's summary. Movie title: The Human Centipede, first sequence, 2009. The story begins with two American tourists, Lindsay and Jenny, traveling through Germany. On their way to a party, their car breaks down in the middle of the night, leaving them stranded in the forest. Desperate for help, they wander through the woods until they spot a house. Unaware of the nightmare awaiting them, they knock on the door. They are greeted by Dr. Hyder, a retired surgeon renowned for his expertise in separating conjoined twins. Dr. Hyder is not an ordinary doctor, though. He harbors a twisted obsession with creating a human centipede, a gruesome experiment where he surgically connects people to form one long digestive system. Lindsay and Jenny have no idea of the doctor's plans when they accept his hospitality. Inside, Dr. Hyder drugs their drinks, and the two women quickly fall unconscious. They wake up in a makeshift hospital room, where they meet a third captive, a Japanese man named Katsuro, who had been kidnapped earlier. Dr. Hyder reveals his horrific plan to them. He will surgically attach the mouth to anus to create a human centipede, with Katsuro as the head, Lindsay as the middle, and Jenny as the end. Dr. Hyder's plan revolves around a grotesque surgical procedure that fuses them into one body, where they must share a digestive tract. His aim is to control and dehumanize his victims, turning them into a pet or an object of his cruel obsession. Despite the unimaginable horror, Dr. Hyder is disturbingly calm and methodical throughout, treating the entire experiment as a scientific breakthrough. Katsuro, Lindsay, and Jenny are subjected to this unspeakable surgery. After the operation, Dr. Hyder proudly displays his creation. He takes pleasure in forcing them to crawl like animals, and the disturbing reality sets in as Katsuro, being the head, eats and consequently feeds the rest of the centipede. Katsuro tries to fight back, showing defiance despite his position. In one of the most unsettling scenes, he screams at Dr. Hyder in his native language, expressing both his anger and sorrow. He tells the doctor that he deserves to be treated like a human, but it's clear that the doctor views him and the others as mere test subjects. Meanwhile, Lindsay, positioned in the middle, suffers both physically and mentally, as she's connected to both Katsuro and Jenny, the latter of whom is in a critical state of health due to an infection from the surgery. The sheer torment and humiliation faced by the characters intensify the film's sense of horror and unease. As time passes, the situation worsens. Jenny becomes increasingly ill, and it's clear that she won't survive for much longer. Katsuro, realizing the hopelessness of their situation, confronts Dr. Hyder once again. In a final act of defiance, Katsuro slits his own throat, choosing death over enduring more suffering. While this chaos unfolds, two German detectives arrive at Dr. Hyder's home, investigating reports of missing people. Dr. Hyder tries to deflect their suspicions, but the detectives grow increasingly wary. After gaining access to his house, they discover the horror of the human centipede. In the ensuing struggle, Dr. Hyder kills one of the detectives, but the other fatally shoots him before dying himself. With Dr. Hyder dead, there is no one left to help the victims. Lindsay, the sole survivor, is left trapped between Katsuro and Jenny, unable to move, cry for help, or escape her nightmare. The movie ends on this chilling note, with Lindsay facing an uncertain and horrific fate, symbolizing the ultimate loss of control and the devastating consequences of Dr. Hyder's experiment. Here ends the movie for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.